What's going on, guys? We're back again, and this time we're going to be talking about the top melee weapons, in my opinion. But yeah, so let's go ahead and kick this list off. So first on my list is going to be the Legion. The Legion is just an absolute monster, and it will just cut down the enemies, no problem. Let's go ahead and check the build out. As you can see, it's a condition overload build. We're going to have a lot of this just stacking up after a while. But even whenever it doesn't stack up and start getting all the buffs on it and stuff, like it just still will just wreck stuff. But let's go ahead and check this Legion out at number 1. These aren't in any particular order. But see, the big thing is it starts to put on those dot abilities and it just starts to shred people. Just completely shred people. The Legion still to this day is just an insane weapon. And after you get the multiplier, the combo multiplier down there, keeps going up and up and up, those dots just start doing more and more damage, and then they just end up wrecking everyone and everything in sight. But number 1 on the list, the Legion. Okay, and moving right along, we got the next one on the list at number 2, the War. The War is personally one of my favorite melee weapons because I just love the way it looks. Let's go ahead and check this out. So, as you see, we got the Cleveland Whirlwind. Checking that build out, checking that build out. But alright, let's go ahead and just jump right on these enemies, see what happens here. Oh gosh, so I'm gonna start trying to get the spin move here going. As you can see, it's just cleaving through these 115s. Yep. Just taking them out, just taking them chunk after chunk. The War still is just insane. These are 115 heavy gunners, and the War just makes it look like a joke. Still, the War is one of the best melee weapons. Check it out. It cleaves. But alright guys, number 2, the War. Okay, moving on to number 3, we have the Parasis. The Parasis is just like the War. It does really good. Now after it starts to get a combo multiplier, it will actually start to do a lot of red crits. But we'll go ahead and check this build. Now if you don't have Prime Reach or Pressure Point, obviously sub them out for what you have. It's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and let's just go check what this Parasis is going to do to these heavy gunners here. Now all the enemies I've been killing are 115 heavy gunners because it's all that really matters. As you can see, it's just like the War, completely just getting insane. Now you can see the orange crits are starting to pop up more. Whenever you keep going with it though, and just getting that higher and higher, it'll just start red critting like insanely quick. But yeah, the Parasis just cleaves through enemies. Parasis at number 3. Alright guys, number 4, we got the Wolf Sledge, and let's say you're not really a big greatsword fan, maybe you're more of a hammer fan. We got the Wolf Sledge here, and this thing is really fun to use overall. And let's go ahead and check out the build real quick. Normal, the dog, just ignore that, that's a little custom build I got going on. but this is going to be a good build for you right here. But alright, so let's go ahead and check this out. So this also I think just looks awesome. I have the skin on it, but it just is such a cool weapon. Like, look at this, you can throw it, and look at the throw. The throw alone, 2 throws, and this 115 is almost dead. Look at that, boom, and it's, oh, and look at the AoE on it. I haven't even done any, like, I haven't even got up in here and started bashing anybody's head in yet, and it's already just destroying stuff. So, if you really want to just murder some people, go the Wolf Sledge, man. It is worth it. It is such a fun weapon, and also it just looks awesome. And do you not want to feel like Thor on this mug? Look at this, boom! Return to me, Mjolnir. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus, that is so epic. I love the Wolf Sledge, one of my favorite weapons. But at number 4, the Wolf Sledge. Alright guys, at number 5 we have the Guado Prime, which this weapon has been one of my favorite weapons Warframe forever. I've played Warframe since like, I don't even know. I've played it for like 6-7 years or something now. Like I played it a long time. And I remember just the original Guado was always my favorite. And I used that a ton, but the Guado Prime, you know, that came out and I was like, oh shoot, gotta get the Guado Prime. And it happens to be better than the Guado in every single way, which is great. Here's the build we'll be running. Now we will have an honorable mention to wrap this list up with. Now this honorable mention, and even any of these weapons I'm picking are just my personal preference, you know. But the honorable mention will be coming up after the Guado. Let's see what the Guado does here. Now there's also the, oh well, rip. There's also the maiming strike, which this is what I use a lot with the Guado is maiming strike, because I'm just going to be sliding around like crazy, and also flipping around where I can't even stay on the freaking stage apparently. But yeah, the Guado still just slaps everything. If you like the Guado Prime is just a better version of that. And yeah, so if you just want to completely wreck some enemies, go maiming strike with the Guado Prime, and you can just start sliding around and just hacking people up. Now for our honorable mention. Now this is just a weapon that I've thoroughly enjoyed, and it does pretty good, and it's the Guado Prime. Guado Prime has just always been another favorite weapon of mine since I started playing this game. I always thought, you know, it's a sword where you unsheath it and you attack people. It's crazy. But let's go ahead and see what happens here. So Jesus Christ. Oh, I don't like these sides. Alright, so we'll just do some normal light attacks here. And as you can see, it's just shredding through everybody. Like it doesn't care, man. Like it just, the Guado just goes so hard. Like my favorite combo I think is like Guado Prime and like Ash Prime, and then just go ham. But it just shreks everything in sight, man. But yeah, so Guado Prime is our honorable mention, and that's going to be wrapping up the list of weapons. I hope these builds and weapons will help you out. And I don't know if I showed the Guado build actually. Let me go ahead and check that real quick before I forget. Jesus. So this is my build here. But alright guys. Hope all the builds and all these weapons help you out. Slaughtering everyone you gotta slaughter on Warframe. And then yeah, but also keep in mind this is my list, my personal list, you know, my favorite weapons. But also I think they kind of show what they can do anyway, so, you know. But happy hunting guys, I'll catch you in the next one.